A 23-year-old Surrey man is in China right now undergoing experimental treatment for an aggressive form of cancer after doctors here told him there was nothing else they could do for him. He's hoping if this new cutting-edge therapy works, he can return home for further treatment in BC. CTV's Shannon Patterson has the story.
Lucien Del Pedato was only 21 years old when he was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
It's one of the more aggressive types of T-cell ALL. And T-cell ALL is already one of the more aggressive types of leukemia. So it was like, they were like, this is the one you don't want to have.
18 months ago, the plumber from Surrey had 2 rounds of chemotherapy, followed by a bone marrow transplant at Vancouver General Hospital.
The bone marrow transplant worked really good for the first year.
But after returning home from a trip to Europe last summer, he noticed swelling in his eye. The cancer had returned.
They pretty much said, like, since it relapsed in your eye, it's going to come back inevitably. There's nothing they can do to stop it.
Just before Christmas, Del Pedato was told there were no treatment options left, and he likely only had 2 months to live.
And I just feel like they're giving up on me, and I'm not ready to die. I want to do everything I can to live.
So this past weekend, the now 23-year-old flew to China to undergo an experimental treatment called CAR T-cell immunotherapy.
They're pretty much taking these cells, training them like in a facility, making a bunch of little super soldiers, and then injecting them back into your body and saying, kill all the cancer cells.
With this therapy that Lucien is trying to take, it's in clinical trials or people trying to perfect this, but it's really pretty experimental, and that's probably why he had trouble getting access to it in Canada.
The treatment in China isn't cheap. Del Pedato's family has launched a GoFundMe to try to cover part of the $93,000 price tag.
There have been amazing cases of remission with this type of experimental therapy in some of the reports I've been reading. Whether that works long-term or not, is kind of anybody's guess. And so you're kind of asking, what's the price of hope? And, if you've got no other options and you have the resources to try, I can certainly understand why he wants to try.
If the CAR T-cell therapy is successful, Del Pedato will need a second bone marrow transplant, something he's been told likely won't be offered in BC because oncologists here believe his cancer is terminal.
In other places in the world, like the UK, they give people 3 transplants before they give up. 3 transplants in the same year even.
Del Pedato can get the bone marrow transplant in China, but he wants to come home for treatment, pleading with oncologists here to take another shot at helping him beat cancer. Shannon Patterson, CTV News.
And late today, we received a statement from the Chief Medical Health Officer of BC Cancer, who said, quote, "We'd like to assure this patient and their family that upon their return to Canada, our doctors are ready and willing to see them again and discuss the treatment and support options that may be available."